Hey beautiful people, and welcome to the very first episode of Hollywood's Life. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Holly, or Hollywood as my friends call me, and through this series of videos I am going to be your hostess with the mostest. And by that I mean the purpose of these short little inspirational things that we're going to be discussing is to give you the most valuable content in the shortest amount of time, so that you can ditch your inner ugly duckling and finally start being the swan that you were always born to be. Now, today's a very special day for me, and not only because I'm excited about you guys being here with me, but also because it has reaffirmed to me a lesson which I think is really, really important. And that's something we're going to be talking about today. Now, I have been faffing around and procrastinating for months trying to get this channel started. And it all actually links into the lesson today, which is the importance of being yourself, not giving a damn what anyone else thinks, and stop trying to change who you are in order to be accepted by other people. Now, last night I was looking for some inspiration for today's post, and I found myself on the YouTube page of an amazing girl called Alex Beeden. Now, for those of you who don't know Alex, she's an amazing business coach, but most importantly, she is the epitome of somebody who just does not give a damn what anyone else thinks of her. So if you head over to Alex Beeden's channel, you'll see in all of her videos, she's just being herself. She's oozing confidence, and you can just tell she really does not care about what anyone thinks about her, because she knows who she is and she knows what she wants. So that's an example of somebody who's doing it right. But Alex and I think, are quite similar in some aspects of our personality. She very much strikes me as the kind of person where you either love her or you hate her, and all of her comments so far show that most people definitely love her. But if I look at my own life, it's kind of been the same thing. I've always been a bit like Marmite. For you English people out there, it's this amazing sauce that you can put on toast or whatever the hell you want. And my whole life, people have always either loved me or hated me. Now, how does this link into why today is a special day and why this lesson is so crucial for you to learn? Because 6 years ago, on the 10th of March, everything kind of spiraled out of control for me, and I actually almost ended up losing my life. I was very insecure. I had very low self-esteem. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe in my life. And everything spiraled. I was partying like crazy. I was trying to be the person that I just wasn't. And overall, I was just wearing a very unhealthy mask. So what happened? I thought, well, I'm not good enough. So I created this persona of who I thought would be good enough. I thought if I'd be skinnier, if I had bigger boobs, if I was prettier, if I had more friends, that I'd be happy. And actually, the opposite happened. So on the 10th of March, I got to the point where I just said, you know what, screw it. I can't be bothered anymore. I don't want to do this whole thing called life. And I jumped off the 5th floor of a building, much to the disgust of the people trying to have tea on the patio below. But that aside, the reason this is so important for me, and today is such a reminder, is because I'm far from perfect still. But when I look at my life now, what I do realize is that, honestly, I'm proud of the person I've become. I do my best. I think I'm pretty real. And I've learned that there's always going to be haters, no matter who you are. I mean, even Mother Teresa had people who, were saying, oh, well, she's corrupt, or this, that, and the other. So the important thing is not to try and adopt this role of who you think you should be, because that's what I did. So not only did I think, well, okay, hey, I'm crap at being myself, I also then thought, well, now I can't even be this person that I'm idealizing, because it was unrealistic, and I was still getting rejected. There were still people talking crap about me. There were still people trying to bring me down, and that's just life. And I think the important thing to really remind yourselves of is that when you come into contact with these people who put you down, who talk behind your back, or who are just haters for the sake of it, it has nothing to do with you, most likely, and it has everything to do with them. You know, my mum always used to say to me, and something I've remembered, you never know what's going on in someone else's life. And for those of you who know me, I know that I keep rabbiting on and on about that, but it's so true. If someone is going out of their way to make you feel bad or rejecting you, it's probably nothing to do with who you are or what you do and don't have in your character. Maybe they have their own stuff going on, and right now you're just not the person that is supposed to be a part of their life, and that's okay. So I'll keep it short, as this is the first video. And what I really want you guys to take away from today's little lesson is, next time you find yourself in a situation where you're feeling uncomfortable, just really try and take a step back, observe yourself, and just reconnect. And ask yourself the simple question, is acting like this or talking like this bringing me closer towards who I want to be, or is it taking me further away? And if you start by doing that, you'll start picking up on the little things you do when you're lying to other people or lying to yourself, maybe even if it's only a white lie. Eventually the mask is going to fall off. And I'm not saying that everybody would end up in such a drastic state, an emotional basket case like I was. And I seriously hope that none of you do. But it is a possibility. And regardless of whether something so severe happens, the more you go on living a lie and the more you go on wearing a mask, the longer it's going to take you to reconnect with who you really are. And if you don't know who you are, then you sure as hell are never going to be able to figure out what it is that you want out of this game called life. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on our next episode, where we will be talking about something very interesting and for a bit longer period of time. And have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.